Hi, Joanne. It's Cheryl in the chambers. I just want to do a quick sound check, please.
Sure. Good morning.
Thank you. Hi, Katie. It's Cheryl in the chambers. Can we do a quick sound check? Hi, Donnie. It's Cheryl in the chambers. Can we do a quick sound check? Hi, Donnie. Sorry, no, we can't hear you in here.
Good morning, Cheryl.
Perfect. We heard you. Thanks, Donnie.
Thank you.
All right. Thank you very much. I will call commencement to the meeting here at 9:30. As you can see, everybody's here for attendance in person. And I would ask for a motion to adopt the agenda as presented. And, as customary, Mr. McKay.
I was trying to hit it, but it wasn't. Carrie was a little slow. That the March 3rd, 2026 agenda be adopted as presented. I don't think there was any changes.
I don't believe so, no. Thank you very much. We can go to vote. And that passed unanimously. Thank you. I don't believe there's any presentations, delegations, announcements, or business arising from that. Therefore, I'd ask somebody to put forward a motion to, for the consent agenda. Councillor Cortash, thank you.
Thank you that the recommendations in the following agenda report be approved. 6.1 special city council meeting minutes of February 17th, 2026, and the regular city council meeting minutes of February 24th, 2026.
Thank you very much. We can go to vote. Just waiting for a vote. Oh, it's okay. It's a. You don't make the motion and all of a sudden. It's, that passed unanimously. That's okay. We'll be patient. We'll be patient for, it's Ken's first, second meeting. That's fine. Okay, so we will, it asked for, I mean, the public hearing doesn't start till 10, so we could, put forward a motion to go in camera. We can start there, until 10 o'clock, until we reconvene in public. Yep. Somebody has to make a motion to. Councillor Cortash?
Move the council move in camera to receive a privileged report on litigation matters from the city solicitor pursuant to section 32(1)(a) of the Access to Information Act.
Thank you very much. And that motion passed unanimously. Thank you. Okay. We'll hereby open the,
Sorry, Mayor, we need a motion just to reconvene in public first.
I did it in there.
Oh, did you? Okay,
Yeah,
my apologies.
yeah.
Sorry.
Okay, I hereby open the public hearing concerning 26-005 bylaw 7/2026 for the redistricting of 23 Bellows Drive. First, second, and third reading. Is there, I'd ask if there's any counselor present who wishes to declare a conflict of interest or pecuniary interest with respect to the public hearing? I don't believe there is. For today's public hearing, we'll follow the procedures outlined in procedure bylaw 24/2002. First, we'll hear from administration, then the applicant, and then the public. I don't believe. Council may ask questions after each presenter has the opportunity to speak. The applicant will have up to 10 minutes to speak, and members of the public will have 5 minutes to speak. I don't think we have any written submissions. Marta? I don't believe there's any written.
There were no written submissions.
Thank you. Any written submissions that have been received after this stated cutoff time for the inclusion of the agenda package may be read into the record verbally, but by the presenter or their delegate. When there is no further information to share from the public, administration, or the applicant, a motion will be made to close the public hearing. There'll be no debate on this matter nor a decision made on this matter until the public hearing is closed. Debate will occur on the consideration of a second and third reading of this bylaw. And we will now hear from administration. Thank you very much.
Okay, thank you, Mayor and Council. My name is Suzanne Ruth Blenner, here to present bylaw 7/2026, being amendment 14 to the land use bylaw. This is a redistricting at 23 Belrose Drive. 23 Belrose Drive, outlined in yellow on the right-hand image there, is located in the Inglewood neighborhood with access off of Belrose and Inglewood Drive, and it's about 550 meters east from St. Albert Trail. The site area is 1.12 hectares, which is 2.76 acres. The proposed amendment is from Direct Control District to Trail Corridor Commercial District. So first off, what is direct control? The land use bylaw states that the purpose of a direct control district is to enable council to exercise particular control over the use and development of land or buildings within the area so designated. The DC district may be used to create a site-specific regulation for lots, including historic resources. The approval authority for direct control is primarily council. The land use bylaw states that council shall determine uses allowed in a direct control district, as well as the standards and conditions to be placed on permitted developments. Alternatively, council may delegate some approval authority to staff and does so with direction. Bringing a direct control development permit to council takes about 6 months. For what is Trail Corridor Commercial District, the land use bylaw states that the purpose of the Trail Corridor Commercial District, or TCC for short, is to enable development that provides the opportunity along trail corridor areas for the exchange of the widest variety of goods and services to the community and surrounding region. This district encourages transit-supportive mixed-use development, and this district may also include professional offices, medium-density residential, high-density residential, or mixed-use buildings. The Trail Corridor Commercial District does have prescribed permitted and discretionary uses and corresponding regulations which are approved by the Development Authority. Some permitted uses include personal service, retail, general, and health service. Some discretionary uses include apartment and religious assembly. The proposed redistricting to Trail Corridor Commercial aligns with the Inglewood Area Structure Plan that designates the site as commercial. The image on the slide there shows that the site is outlined in black for context. The map on the left currently shown is the existing land use districts. The dark blue is just direct control, and the red is the Trail Corridor Commercial. The subject site is outlined in black. The map on the right shows 23 Belrose Drive proposed as Trail Corridor Commercial in red. The property was districted direct control in 1970s when the site was owned by Standard General, which was a construction company. They have since relocated to the Campbell Business Park. In July of 2018, the corner site was redistricted from direct control to Trail Corridor Commercial, which is the current location of a car wash. In February of 2020, the land was subdivided into 3 parcels, which is now 21 Belrose Drive, districted TCC, which is where the car wash is, 23 Belrose Drive, districted direct control, which is the existing building and a subject property today, and 8 Inglewood Drive, which is still districted direct control, which is the storage facility to the north. The applicant would like the Trail Corridor Commercial District for 23 Belrose Drive, as the TCC district has uses suitable for the site and is adjacent to parcels districted TCC. Whereas with direct control, they must come to council to ask permission for each use, and each application could take up to 6 months and added costs. Their direct control permits that are currently allowed on the site do allow for retail general, as well as construction service for Ram Mechanical, both of which align with the Trail Corridor commercials. Therefore, this redistricting will not create any non-conforming uses. The subject property is already developed. Having a standard district would enable more possible uses within the existing building and be quicker for the applicant to get a development permit to allow businesses to operate. As mentioned earlier, the car wash and self-storage are not part of the subject site. This slide just shows the list of permitted and discretionary uses from the land use bylaw for Trail Corridor Commercial. Should be in your package, but also just leave it on your screens to take a look at for a second. Regarding the circulation, the proposed redistricting was circulated to internal departments, external agencies, and landowners within a 100-meter radius of the property. This captured 47 addresses. A large format sign was also posted on the site for people driving by. There were no concerns raised with the application. So as the proposed redistricting aligns with the municipal development plan Flourish, the Inglewood Area Structure Plan, and the uses existing at 23 Belrose Drive are permitted in the Trail Corridor Commercial District, administration recommends council's approval of bylaw 7/2026, being amendment 14 to the land use bylaw Schedule A. Thank you for the time to present. Myself and others are here to answer questions.
Pardon me, I will open it up for questions to council. Councillor Clark?
Just for clarity, so you indicated that the storage facility is direct control, but it looks like it's included in this map. Is it being included or?
Sorry, which map would you like me to go back to?
The Schedule A?
Of the bylaw?
Yeah.
Nope, they are
Page
separate
20?
properties. They've been subdivided, so it should not. be
So number 8 goes all the way down behind all of the residences. Is that correct?
Yes.
And that's where the storage facility is. So they have the ability to continue to expand? Or do they
If there
already
were
go all the way
expansions,
down?
I do know that Chelsea Thomas is here from Development Services, but I think that would need a permit as well.
Thank you for the question, Councillor Clark. To supplement comments from my colleague, any property districted development control or DC would require a development permit that would have to go to council for approval. We also have our colleagues from Development Services online, so I can also defer to Ms. Chelsea Thompson to see if she's any further comments about the direct control district and the approval process for uses within those types of properties.
Thank you, Katie. So to answer your question, Councillor Clark, the back piece, as was mentioned, was subdivided out. It's now got a separate address of 8 Inglewood Drive. Even though it does have a DC label to it, it did go to council. I apologize, I think it was 2020. And phase 1 of the storage facility was approved back then. And the future approval of the continuation of that mini storage, self-storage site was delegated to the Development Authority. So future phases of the self-storage site at 8 Inglewood do not have to go to council. That was delegated to the Development Authority.
Okay, thank you. And the TCC, if the developer chose to knock that building down and build high density, what would the height be of that? What's the maximum height that would be allowed?
I can take that. In the TCC land use district, the current maximum height is 22 meters.
Which equates to how many stories?
About 6-ish stories, I believe.
Okay, thank you. Those are all my questions.
Thank you very much. Don't see any other questions from council. I'll give them one more opportunity. I don't believe there are. Okay. The applicants in attendance, I don't believe so. Council should note that there were no written submissions. And we'll now hear any verbal submissions. If there's anybody in the public gallery that wishes to speak on this matter. Nobody's running to the podium, so that's great. Does council have any further questions? Oh, Councillor Hughes?
Yeah, I actually have it for the proponent if they
Yeah.
can, want to come down, because I think they're here just for questions, right? Thank you. So you have a building there right now. Do you want, what is the intention? Is the intention to keep the building and expand or put something else on there? Or what are your plans for this piece of land?
There are no imminent plans for any change. What happened is we've been approached by a couple potential tenants in the past, and being TCC would just allow us to make decisions a little bit quicker on potential new tenants. But for the near future, there are no plans to adjust the building or make any changes to the uses.
Okay, so, and thank you for this. I'm just trying to get like a wrap around
Yeah.
of what's going on. So because it's DCC, you have more limitations on what the tenants can be than if it was TCC, is that correct, or?
That's correct. And when it's direct control, we have to come to council for any use or any new tenant.
Really, for every new tenant, you basically have to ask the city, because I guess it goes to we've delegated to admin, but you have to go to admin and get permission for every single new tenant if it's in direct control. Is that what I'm hearing?
So in fact, that's the 8 Inglewood piece in terms of the
Right.
expansion of that facility. Nothing has been delegated to admin on this site, and so it would come to council.
Really? Well, that's a huge headache, isn't it, then?
That is,
So, so that's your intention, is just so that if you had more tenants, you'd have a better opportunity to be able to say yes to them in more timely fashion if it met the requirements. So what you're looking for? Is that basically the
that is
intention?
correct. And also just because we've subdivided the lot into other addresses that are now other businesses, it just makes more sense for that parcel to be.
Okay. All right. So again, we're not looking for expansion. We're just looking for more flexibility as you manage your
That is
business.
correct, yeah.
All right. Sounds reasonable. Thank you.
Thank you very much. I agree. Yeah, I don't believe there's anybody else that would like to speak in the gallery. Perfect. Okay, so I'll ask for a motion to close the public hearing, and Councillor Mackay.
That the public hearing on bylaw 7/2026 be closed.
Thank you very much. We'll accept it. We can move it to vote. And that motion passed unanimously. Okay, I'd ask for somebody to read for the first reading. Yeah, Councillor Mackay, or yeah. Okay, Councillor Bermansky, thank you.
That bylaw 072026 be amended, being amendment 14 to bylaw 18/2024 be read a first time.
Thank you very much. We can move this to a vote. That motion passed unanimously. I'd ask for a second reading.
That bylaw 07/2026 be read a second time.
Oh, okay, is there any questions for admin? I don't believe there is. Okay, we can go to debate. And I don't believe there's no one needs to debate, so we'll close and we'll go to vote, please. Thank you very much. That motion passed unanimously. I'd ask for unanimous consent to go to third reading. Move that to perfect, thank you. Councillor Mackay.
That unanimous consent be given for consideration of third reading of bylaw 7/2026.
Thank you very much. We can go to vote. That passed unanimously. Perfect. We can go to third. I'd ask for somebody to put them forward for third reading. Councillor Bermansky, thank you.
That bylaw 7/2026 be read a third time.
Thank you very much. I don't believe there's any questions for admin, and we can go to debate. And I don't believe there's going to be any debate, so we can go to vote. Wonderful. That motion passed unanimously. Okay, we will start our, geez, we are rolling now. Start this all over again. I will hereby open the public hearing concerning public hearing 26-004 regarding land use bylaw for Schedule A amendment to Northridge Phase 2 for Nouveau and fifth redistricting, first, second, and third reading. Is there any counselor present who wishes to declare a conflict of interest or pecuniary interest with respect to the hearing? Thank you. Again, for today's public hearing, we'll follow the procedures outlined in Procedure Bylaw 24/2022. First, we'll hear from the administration, then the applicant, and then the public. Council may ask questions after each presenter has the opportunity to speak. The applicant will have up to 10 minutes to speak, and members of the public will have up to 5 minutes each. Any written submissions that have been received after the stated cutoff time for inclusion in the agenda package may be read into the record verbally by the presenter or their delegate. When there's no further information to share from the public, administration or the applicant, a motion will be made to close the public hearing. There'll be no debate on this matter nor a decision made on this matter until the public hearing is closed. Debate will occur on consideration of second and third reading of this bylaw. We will now, I'd ask administration to start their presentation. Thank you.
Good morning, Mr. Mayor and members of council. My name is Barb Dupuis, and I'm here to present Bylaw 5/2026. Select Engineering Consultants, on behalf of the Badger Land Development Corporation, have applied to amend the Land Use Bylaw Schedule A by redistricting a portion of the Northridge Phase 2 neighborhood. The Northridge Phase 2 neighborhood is located in the northwest quadrant of St. Albert. The neighborhood is bordered by private land to the north, Range Road 255 or Hogan Road to the east, Villeneuve Road to the south, and private land to the west. The graphic that's on this slide shows the planning framework at the City of St. Albert. To put the amendment process into perspective, today we're looking at a land use bylaw amendment as indicated by the pink arrow. When we're looking at a land use bylaw amendment, the policy tiers above, being the area structure plan and the municipal development plan, also need to be reviewed for alignment with the proposal. So the subject site is located within the Northridge Area Structure Plan, which has 2 phases. The Northridge Area Structure Plan was first approved February 2nd, 2015, and last amended on September 3rd, 2024. Northridge Phase 1 is fully built out, and the Northridge Phase 2 neighborhood has been steadily building out and is anticipated to be finished within the next couple of years. Phase 2 of the Area Structure Plan designates this area for low-density residential and park uses. The proposed redistricting is a little different than the ASP due to where the lot lines are going to fall. At this time, we are not concerned about that because with this application, we're trying to match the districting lines to the subdivision applications, which are stages 9 and stage 10. We did not ask for an area structure plan amendment for this application because the scope of the change is very small. The proposed redistricting contains very minor slivers of land totaling only 0.1 hectares. The overall intent of the area structure plan was to have park and low-density residential uses in this area, and that overall intent is not changing. In terms of the application, the existing land uses are shown on the image on the left-hand side of the slide. The proposed new districts are shown on the image on the right-hand side of the slide. The proposed redistricting is to reshape the park site and residential blocks and to ensure the proposed land use districts aligned with the proposed subdivision lot lines. The applicant has applied to redistrict 0.06 hectares of land from the public park district to the small lot residential district. This is in one piece and it's shown in the sandy beige color on the right-hand side of the slide. The applicant has also proposed to redistrict 0.04 hectares of land from the small lot residential district to the public park district. This is in 3 different pieces and it's shown in green on the right-hand side of the slide. In total, 0.1 hectares of land will be redistricted with this application. The proposed amendment was circulated to internal and external stakeholders. A notification letter to properties within 100 meters of the subject site was mailed out on November 5th, 2025, with comments due by November 19th, 2025. This mailout included 226 letters. No members of the public commented on the proposed redistricting within the feedback period. Some of the feedback received related to the concurrent subdivision application, and that feedback was left in the agenda report for transparency. Feedback included that any municipal reserve parcel needed to be free of all encumbrances and that other companies, including ATCO and TELUS, will need agreements to service this area at the time of subdivision. In summary, we ask that the public hearing be closed and that the bylaw be approved as presented. The applicant is also here online today to answer any questions you might have. We thank you for your time.
Thank you very much for the presentation. I'll open it up to questions to admin. Councillor Mackay.
Just one clarification to admin in relation to that slide where that kind of, that is actually backing onto an existing park that, so that big green space in the middle there is actually an existing PRK kind of system, or what is that? So I mean, what I'm trying to see is that kind of, that little tiny piece, that little sliver, that's SLL to PRK, is that, what is that back onto? Is that back onto an existing park?
So it will be a park in the future,
yeah.
yes. They've submitted the subdivision application. We just haven't processed it
Yeah,
yet.
that's, sorry for the kind of miscommunication then. That's, it's intended to be a park, right? It just kind of rounds the corner off.
Yes, that's correct.
Yeah, thanks.
Thank you very much. I don't believe there's any other questions. As noted, the applicant is in attendance online. Bladen, do you wish to make a presentation?
Through you, Mr. Mayor. No, we don't have any presentation. Just happy to answer any questions.
Thank you very much. Does council have any questions? I don't believe so. And there was no written submissions to note. Okay. Nobody's here from the public for any verbal submissions. Does council have any further questions? No, great. I would ask that we make a motion to close the public hearing. Councillor Mackay.
Thank you, Mr. Mayor. Sorry, I almost blew it. Sorry about that. That the public hearing on bylaw 5/2026 be closed.
Thank you very much. We can go to vote. Thank you. That motion passed unanimously. I'd ask for a motion for first reading. Councillor Bermansky, thank you.
That bylaw 5/2026 being amendment 15 to the land use bylaw 18/2024 be read a first time.
Thank you very much. We can go to vote. That motion passed unanimously. Thank you. I'd ask for a motion for second reading.
That bylaw 5/2026 be read a second time.
Go to vote. Thank you. That motion passed unanimously. I'd ask for a motion for unanimous consent to go to third reading. Councillor Clark.
That unanimous consent be given for consideration of third reading of bylaw 5/2026.
Thank you very much. We can go to vote. That motion passed unanimously. Perfect. I'd ask for a motion for third reading now, please. Councillor Bermansky, thank you.
That bylaw 5/2026 be read a third time.
Thank you very much. Before we accept it, is there any last questions for administration? I don't believe so. Okay, we can go to debate, and I don't see any debate, so we could ask for a vote. Thank you very much. And that motion passed unanimously as well. Okay. I guess now, if there's any emergent items, I don't believe so. Do we have IRs to read in? We do. Yep. Thank you. Who wants? Councillor Hughes?
Thank you. I have it. I just have to find it here. So please forgive me because it came in and I flagged it because I was trying to be on top of things. Okay, that's not it. Okay, I'm going to, just to the staff, I'm going to add the youth advisory to this motion as well. So it'll be that the Seniors Advisory Committee and Youth Advisory Committee are requested feedback on the flag policy recommendation revisions, and the feedback is brought to the May SCOW meeting. With the, just so we're clear, with the intention that that's when it actually is being discussed. If for some reason it gets pushed back further, then we need to change the wording of this, which I may need to reflect that. The intention is just not that we just bring it forward in May, it's when we actually discuss the topic.
Understood, Councillor. Thank you.
Okay, thank you. That's it. Thank you.
Thank you very much. Do we have any other IRs? I don't think so. Okay, perfect.
There is one more IR
Oh.
from Councillor Clark regarding the condition of Belrose Drive, north of Oakmont Drive. Oh, that's okay. Maybe we just send the email or we'll put it up on the screen, right, for you to read in just 1 second.
This IR is regarding the condition of Belrose Drive north of Oakmont Drive, specifically the section between Oakmont Drive and Erin Ridge Drive. Does the city currently have a plan to address the issues identified along this portion of Belrose Drive? Could the edge deterioration be repaired by extending the shoulder approximately 24 inches on each side of the roadway? What would the estimated cost to repair and or reinforce the roadway edges on both sides between Oakmont Drive and Erin Ridge Drive and the timelines to do so? In addition, please provide timelines and cost estimates related to planned RMR or upgrades of this section of roadway.
Thank you very much. Do we have a notice of motions? I don't believe so. And any announcements? Nope. Perfect. Okay, I would ask for a motion to go in camera for council CAO dialogue, please. Councillor Clark.
The council move in camera to have a confidential dialogue with the Chief Administrative Officer pursuant to Section 29(1)A of the Access to Information Act.
Thank you very much. We can go to vote. Perfect. That motion passed unanimously. Thank you.